Conflict in the eastern DRC has cast a very long shadow over the region for a long time, inflicting untold suffering on innocent citizens. At the joint EAC summit held in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania on the 8th of February 2025, we confronted this issue head-on. Among the key outcomes was the decision to merge the Luanda and Nairobi processes and appoint this distinguished team of facilitators, a vital step now beginning to bear fruit. I know we will be having a conversation as to how this is going to move forward, especially in the context that the facilitator of the Luanda process will not be part of the facilitating team. And that is a subject for us to have a conversation about, and we will have a conversation on how we will go about this. In the past 6 months, Your Excellencies, we have witnessed a very dangerous escalation. The M23 movement has seized vast territories in North and South Kivu, including the cities of Goma and Bukavu, including raising serious obstacles on humanitarian access that have been severely hampered as warring factions adopt increasingly hardline positions. More than 3,000 lives have been lost, with thousands more wounded or displaced. These grim figures are not just statistics. They are human tragedies, and they demand urgent redress from all of us. This crisis underscores a painful truth that we must craft homegrown solutions grounded in regional leadership and driven by African agency. I therefore commend you once again for accepting this formidable responsibility with courage and conviction. As facilitators, your mandate is critical, and the EAC, SADC, and AU, Africa Union, look to you to do, among many, primarily maybe 3 things. Identify the core issues fueling this conflict and chart a path to sustainable resolution. 2, to explore options and guide voluntary agreements that restore hope and rebuild trust. And 3, explore options and identify the core issues, engage the parties in Eastern DRC, and break down barriers to communication. Excellencies, we will refine this mandate, taking into context your experiences as senior leaders in our continent, and we will continuously work with you to make sure that this responsibility and this task is discharged. Rest assured that we stand firmly beside you, and we will do whatever it takes to support your mission and to sustain this journey towards peace. Allow me also to acknowledge with gratitude our partners who continue to work tirelessly to support peaceful resolution in Eastern DRC. I remain firmly persuaded that dialogue is the most viable path to lasting stability. On behalf of the Republic of Kenya and the entire East Africa community and SADC, I reaffirm our firm commitment to a political process rooted in negotiation, dialogue, and regional solidarity. The journey ahead may be steep, but together we can bend the arc of history towards peace. I thank you all for your dedication and wish you a productive and purposeful meeting. I know many people in this meeting are in different parts of the world, and I appreciate that you have taken time out of your schedules to participate. Your Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, former President of the Republic of Kenya, Excellency Catherine Samba Banza, former President of the Central African Republic, Your Excellency Saleh Work Zewde, former President of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen and participants, good evening. I am honored to warmly welcome you to this important virtual briefing session of the facilitators for the merged Luanda-Nairobi processes. I thank each and every one of you for creating time out of your very busy schedules and demanding schedules to be here today and for your commitment to this cause. I extend my deep appreciation to my co-chair, though he is not able to attend this evening, His Excellency President Emmerson Mnangagwa, for his steadfast leadership, and to the African Union for standing firmly behind this effort. I look forward to deepening our collective pursuit of peace, stability, and normalcy in Eastern DRC. Excellencies may recall that the EAC SADC Summit convened virtually on the 24th March 2025 and appointed you as facilitators for the merged Luanda-Nairobi processes, and since then, President Mnangagwa and myself have signed letters of appointment to all of you. And I take this early opportunity to congratulate you upon this appointment and to thank you for accepting to execute this very important continental responsibility. I would like also to take this opportunity to recognize my good friend here, Professor Patrick, President of the Global Center for Adaptation. The center's success is due in large part to your vision, your passion, your energy, and unwavering commitment to this center. You have proven both in word and action that you are a true friend of Africa and a true friend of Kenya. Together, we look forward to supporting this board and all its members in making Africa a climate-smart, resilient continent, thriving sustainably. Thank you very much, President Macky Sall, Your Excellency President Hilda Hein, Excellencies, friends, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to host this important meeting of the Global Center for Adaptation. It is a privilege for Kenya to host such a vital institution, one that sends and stands at the forefront of global effort to address the pressing issue of climate crisis. Africa is currently the most vulnerable continent in the face of this climate crisis. Yet it is also the cradle of climate solutions and the future of green industrialization. Africa is central to the global climate agenda, both now and in the years to come. I am therefore pleased to announce that Kenya has signed a host country agreement with GCA, and we look forward to hosting this new dual headquarters. I extend my very sincere thanks to President Macky Sall for taking over the leadership from Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, who now serves as our honorary chair. With your deep understanding, Mr. President, of our continent, I am confident that GCA will continue to thrive under your leadership. Dear colleagues, a warm welcome, therefore, to this meeting in Kenya, although we are in different parts of the world. The work of the Africa Adaptation Acceleration Program is essential for building capacity and resilience, enabling us to address development and climate challenges simultaneously. While the AAAP is already operating at scale, we must build upon its success and take it even further. I would like to express special appreciation to our development partners, the UK, represented here by Ambassador Neil, Norway, France, Denmark, Canada, the Netherlands, and the Gates Foundation for their very strong support. And thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming for this meeting this evening. I encourage you to deepen this partnership with Africa, to match the scale of our rising challenges and equal the ambition that we have for this program. Without a strong AAP and a strong global center for adaptation, Africa faces enormous risk. Our development potential will remain constrained by climate change, leading to security threats, forced migration, health crisis, job losses, and macroeconomic instability, as has been experienced in different parts of our continent. And let us be clear, these risks will not be confined to Africa. Europe and others will also be affected, both directly and indirectly. The AAP and the GCA remind us that it doesn't have to be this way. We have the opportunity before us to strengthen global partnerships on climate resilience through this center. I understand there is growing pressure to reduce development resources by many development partners. And we witness it in every field, whether it is in health, whether it is in other fields. However, I believe we can all agree that investment in adaptation and resilience, we must find a way of continuing. We need the center, we need the AAP now more than we have needed it ever.
That's to take my floor in French. I hope the interpretation is working. Excellence, Monsieur le Président William Ruto.
Dear Excellencies, there is no development in Africa without putting adaptation in the heart of our concerns. Even faced with challenges we have 1 hour and we'll try to keep to our time. And so I'm looking forward to the discussions. And once again, thank you to all our partners for your commitment and your involvement with the GCA. Now, Patrick, you have the floor.
One, GCA dual headquarters. I mean, it's the first time ever that any global international organization has a dual headquarters in the global north. The center state of play in Africa, just Africa alone. 15 billion, not million, $15 billion of the 40 African countries. Over 1 million jobs created. Tens of millions of beneficiaries. 3, we can do so much more. That's the bottom line message. Denmark, Norway, Canada, the Netherlands all evaluated the AAP model. All of you have said that this business model is working. It has a super high return on investment. Under the leadership of President Macky Sall and President Ruto, the ecosystem for resilient economies for Africa. And the same applies for